students, welcome back to Vidya Mirat. Today is the part of long division to find out the square roots. This is the last video on this chapter for class 8. Now we have already covered up how to find out the perfect squares, Pythagorean triplets, and also to find out the square roots by prime factorization. Now if you see, these are the type of questions which generally come to find out the smallest whole number which must be added or subtracted, or you will be directly told to find out the square root by long division. To solve these questions, please watch the video till the end so that you know how to do it. Okay. Now, generally in the last video we have done about prime factorization, where you have noticed the numbers are usually small. It is easy to do the prime factorization. But when your numbers become big, large, then it is difficult to do the prime factorization. Like you have 1024 or 9801, they are the big numbers. So it becomes difficult to do the prime factorization or the repeated subtraction. So what we are going to do is, there is a method known as long division to find out, which is very simple and very easy. Just 3-4 steps you need to know, and with the practice you will surely able to find out the square roots. Now here, just for your information, the smallest 3 digit is 100. So what is the perfect square for this? 10 square. Okay, we know that 10 into 10 is 100. Greatest 3 digit perfect square is 961, because when you do the next, okay, then if you do 32 square is 1024, which is the 4 digit number. So the 31 square is the 3 digit greatest number, and 1024, which is 32 square, becomes the smallest 4 digit perfect square. And similarly, if you say 99 square, that is also the 4 digit greatest number as 9801. Now let us see how to find out the square root by using long divisions. Take your notebooks and pencils and follow these steps. Do it with me as I tell you the instructions, because once you practice, only then you will be able to understand this. Okay. Now let us see. Now here, first of all, you make this table as like you do prime factorization for a long division. Now what we will do is, the number is 529. You will put a bar on the numbers with pairs. Okay. Now this is a 3 digit number. So what we are going to do is, we will put a pair from 9, that is, and we will move backwards. So two digits, if it is there, we will put a bar. Even if it is a single digit, the last digit which is left will be bar on the single, like in this case. Now next what we are going to do is, you will focus on the 5. Only 5, that is single bar. Okay. Now you will find out a number whose square is less than 5. So what I will do is, in this case you have to focus on the squares only. You can't do 2 into 3 or 4 into 5 or 6 into 9. Nothing like that. Only the squares, which means 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 4 into 4, 5 into 5. You will just work on double digits or a square of a digit. Now because we have 5, it means if you look at this, 2 into 2 is 4. So we can just write 2 into 2, 4, like this. Okay. Now the box which I am showing for 2 into 2 is equal to 4, it is just for your reference to understand. You don't have to make it or write it. Okay. It is just for your clear understanding. Now you 2 into 2 is 4. Okay. Now what you will do is, bring down the next 2 digit, that is 29. You will subtract 4 from 5. When you subtract 4 from 5, you get 129, because 2929, there is a bar on double digits, so both the digits will go down. Okay. Now next step is, double the quotient and write it down. What do you have on the quotient? 2. Double means 2 plus 2. Okay, so when I do 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. I will write it like this. And I have put a 2 dash. That means I will again take a number in a double form. Like if up is 2, then down will be also 2. If up is 3, then down will be also 3. So what I will do is, I will try to find out such a number with which I should get either 129 or less than 129. So if you see, 4 is there and 4 I have multiplied with 2. 42 multiplied by 2 you give 84. 43 multiplied by 3 gives you 129. So my correct option is, I will write 3 in that box and 129, with which I get remainder as 0, which means that square root of 529 is 23. Okay, now if you notice that 23 is a prime number. Okay, and if you are asked to find out the square root of 529 by prime factorization, you will not be able to get that number, because 23 is far, no, it is not divisible by any other number. Okay, so it becomes difficult. So once you understand this method, if you are told to find out the square root and not mentioned anything, whether prime factorization or long division, my suggestion is you should always go for long division, because it is very short. Once you understand this and practice, very easily you will be able to find out your answer. Now we will just practice couple of more questions. You will understand in a better form. Now here I have taken 4-digit number 4096. We will follow the same steps. Okay, now we will put a bar on first 96 and then 40. Both are 2 digits, so I will focus on 40. On what square I will get 40 or less than 40. So let us check that. If you look into the table, it is 2 into 2, 3 into 3, 4 into 4, 5 into 5 is 25, 6 6 are 36, 7 7 are 49, which means I will take 6, because 36 is less than 40. So what I will do is, I will write in the first step 6 at both the places. Okay, next is write down 36 and subtract it. When you subtract it, you need to put down, after subtracting, the number comes to 496, because 10 minus 6 is 4 and 4 will become 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So remainder is 4. You will put down 96 together. Okay. Now what is the next step? You will double the quotient. Okay. That means 6 plus 6 is equal to 12. So I will write 12 first, and I will try to find out the multiple in such a manner that I should get either 496 or a number less than that. So let us try to find out. So let me first try with 2. 122 multiplied by 2 gives you 244. 123 multiplied by 3 gives you 369. And 124 multiplied by 4 gives you 496. Which means at the blank space and the quotient place, I will write 4 as my answer and you get remainder as 0. That means square root of 4096 is 64. It is very simple. In just 2 steps, you were able to find out the answer. Otherwise, if you will do with prime factorization, it will be very long. Okay. So, and you might face problem, there might be calculation mistakes and all. So, it is always better to do with this method. Let us do another example. Now here, I have taken a number with a decimal into it. 12.96. Still the rules are same. Okay, let us do it. Now put a arrow or a bar. Now see, there is a 12 before the decimal, okay, and after the decimal 96. So put a bar on both 2 digit and 2 digit, right and left, okay, and then try to find out the multiple. 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 3, 9, 4 into 4, 16, which means it will go on 3 into 3. 16 cannot come. So I will write 3 into 3 as 9. Subtract it and write 96 below. You get 396. Okay. Now try to find out. Now what we will do is, over here you will double the quotient. So 3 plus 3 you will take it as 6. Now try to find out the multiple. What digit I should multiply. Okay, let us try. Now I have tried with 4 because it is a big number. 64 into 4 is 256. 65 into 5 325. 66 into 6 is 396, and I am getting that answer. So Ruba writes it. Take care at the question, because there is a decimal, you will also put decimal and then you will put 6. So 3.6 is your right answer. So square root of 12.96 is 3.6. Don't forget to put decimal. Okay, this is simple, very easy to do. Please practice these questions number of times. Now my question is, find out the least number which must be subtracted from 1300 to make it a perfect square. Now what I need to do is, same way I will just complete my steps, okay, and I will check if there is any remainder in it. Okay, let me check 1300. There will be bar on both. I will try to find out the first one. It will be again 3. When I solve 3, your number comes 400. So 3 plus 3 is 6. So I will try to find out on what 6. What should I do? 66 into 6 is 396. That means I will multiply with 6 and your remainder comes to 4. So what number you need to subtract? Subtract means the number 1300. You will subtract and you will get a lesser number than 1300. Simply minus that number and you find out that it is 1296, and square root of 1296 will be 36. So whose square? 36 multiplied by 36, you will get 1296. That is the perfect square. So we have to just subtract 4 from 1300 to find out the answer. Now same way, I have taken the same digit. The only difference is, earlier it was subtracted, now it is added. By what number you should add? There is a little difference. Same way we will solve it. I will quickly put forward because it is the same question, and you will realize that there is 4 in the remainder as it was here in the last. Now what difference it is here? Number must be added. Added means the number will be bigger than 1300. Now if I do 36 square, it is not a perfect, 1300 will not be the answer. So what I will do is, I will try to find out the next number. After 36, what will come? 37. Now 37, I will need to add something in 1300, a bigger number. So let us see. The number will be greater than 36 square. That means 37 square. What will come after 36? 37. Because when you do 36 in the case of 1300, there is a remainder. It is not a perfect square. We need to find out a number. Which number should be added in 1300? So what is 37 square? 1369, which is a perfect. So what I will do is, I will simply come to know that 69 should be added in 1300 to make it a perfect square. So this is the way how we carry on these different types of question. This is very simple, very easy. Just do these questions number of times and definitely you will, instead of doing prime factorization, I am sure you will find out this method. I hope you have understood the long division method. Please do the assignment. If still you find any problem, any doubt, you may definitely ask me through the comment section box. And thank you so much for watching this at the end, and I hope the whole chapter square and square roots must be clear by now.